What's good? What's good? It's your boy Dreyking live in the building.
It's laid like the chips, yes sir.
It's your boy Brock all day.
You already know what it is, man. We got a special guest in the building, man. He about to introduce himself, man. He do a lot in the city, man. So we about to get a, you know what I'm saying, a close up and personal, you know what I'm saying, look up everything he do. So let's get into it.
Yes, sir, man. It's Folkland Los, man. Glad to be here on the Vibeship. I kept trying to say it so phonetically and so clearly. You know what I mean? I'm trying to tell my wife, like, I'm gonna be on Vibe. You gonna be on Vibe shit?
Nah, everybody do that though. I promise you. They like this shit Vibe shit.
Vibeship TV. Vibeship TV. Vibeship TV.
Say that shit 3 times.
You said bad shit. I know bad shit, mo. Oh, I'm saying.
But yeah, man, I'm glad to be here, man. I don't like I keep saying, like, I guess I'm feeling like this sense of damn happy to be here, but I really don't get invited to shit like this. So, you know, I feel like I'm typically on the other end of the mic, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to like I said, just do the formal handshake, you know, to the people, you know what I mean?
Got you, man. Let's get it. And let's turn this up real quick.
The world is about to feel something they've never felt before.
Yo, we taking over. Tell them I'm back on my job, the break is over. I kill a MC a day, just making quota. The flow is pure cocaine, don't wake your nose up. Grind mode, be the gang, you can't control her. I tell my nigga, do your thing, I play the closer. I lean back, stack change on the way to Moba. And keep the family by the wing, keep the haters closer. Ride, you never know, bruh. May have to play a nigga crib like a coaster. Toaster, turn his brain to Sosa. Nice murder was the case, like my name Broders. I had to go and switch the place, go and change the coaster. Lay low, come back around late October. Bitches praying for the day I roll up, begging me for closure. Reminisce on how them legs fold up, screaming God like my name Jehovah. Lord, Ola, let me introduce Los the Ghost. I get low, spit flow, slow poke, chocha. Mostly known to keep a low profile. A high key, niggas know I keep the hottest bike. They so shit. 100 camera, I'm trying to do that for my wrist. Shorty playing raw, I'm trying to do that for my bitch. Stand up for my dogs, prosecutor, chew on this. No chew on this, yo, who is this? Competition watch, knock it off, dude, you wrist. Headed out the door, and I blew my bullet kiss. Grind no days off, and we do it till we rich. Yo, let's get rich, yo, we too legit.
Hey,
Bruh.
yeah.
Came in swinging.
Facts.
Yo.
I ain't talking about them regular little
Yeah, bro, you came out bong, bro. You look Mike Tyson that thing, bro. That shit was dope.
And that's
I ain't
low
gonna
key.
hold you. I
Bars.
was like,
Appreciate
oh
it.
shit.
Going in with the bars.
That's low key why I gotta do this type of shit. I'm so glad y'all had me on, because it's like mostly I'm unassuming. Like I have an inside voice. I have like below inside voice.
Bro,
you know what I mean?
that was unexpected. Nigga. I ain't even gonna hold. I'm over here like, oh my god. Y'all know what niggas is like in the studio that be like, he said, who's this nigga right here? He said, he rap like, nigga from the drop of the, I'm like, oh shit. And then when he start spitting, I'm like, oh my goodness, this dude is fucking bananas,
I ain't
man.
gonna start that Jehovah line was wild.
I ain't gonna hold that. I was like, I ain't registered my brain.
He said it registered right after. He said,
"Oh, nigga, bruh, yo,
clear.
I ain't even, bruh, that shit was hard."
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I mean, I'm just trying to speak for people of that cloth. I'm really trying to bring that cloth to the city, you know what I mean? Like there was I'm not gonna sit here and front like it was never here, or like I'm like the last bastion of that shit, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I think you know, there was a time where it was here, and I just feel like it's not prevalent right now, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm gonna just talk some shit, and I just hope that people don't be mad or whatever, or maybe
talk your shit.
I hope people do be mad. Fuck
Talk
it,
your
I
shit.
don't give a fuck. Pittsburgh need to stop borrowing shit, man. Like real talk. We
Talk
need to
about it.
really stop borrowing everybody's style. And I'm speaking as a perpetrator of that. same crime. You know what I mean?
Got you.
You know what I mean?
So-
you know,
so-
they
so what do
say.
you feel
So
like
you accountable, you know what I mean, right
what
now.
do you feel
Hold
like
on.
you took from other places? Do you feel like other parts of the world made pieces of your style?
Let me be very double-minded here.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because people going, you know, there's always a yin and a yang and type shit. But at the same, like just like I played you that record and I borrowed from BDP, you know what I mean? You can't have hip hop without borrowing to some capacity.
That's true.
But I feel like Pittsburgh in general is never gonna get to a place where it need to be, where it should be, because the talent is here. Clearly, you can hear like the foundations of that talent. You know what I mean? You can hear the manifestations of people's real talent. But I feel like it's never gonna get to a place where it need to be until we create a distinct Pittsburgh sound
Got
that
you.
nobody
Has.
yeah, you know what I mean? And that sound could be an amalgamation of like 10 different styles. You know what I mean? It don't have to be out of the earth, because there's nothing new under the sun. You know what I mean? And something's going to be borrowed to a capacity. That's why I said I'm going to speak double-minded to a capacity. But we need to go in the kitchen, take all of those elements, mix them in a pot, and make something. When people say,
Chemical X.
I ain't think about mixing it like that before.
Do
You know
think
what I
like,
mean?
do you think like, cause like when I did rap and make music, like my thing was I used to listen to Wayne, and then I would listen to like Gucci and them, but like the sound that I was making wasn't their sound. It was just a piece of this rhythm that I wanted out of it. And I get what you're saying, because most people go to making, as an artist, they go to, oh, I'm just gonna make that same sound right there.
Yeah.
But not going into the deeper layer of what's the rhythm that he's ticking off of. You know what I'm saying? And let me get that little piece. Not I don't need the whole style. I just need the little rhythm that how, you know what I mean? Because some people, you know, they got they paces in the beat, and you might like how they bounce back in the pocket. You might be like, yeah, I might have
Bro,
it.
that shit, that was like just under 2 minutes. That shit had cadence. It was, bro, it was like my favorite rapper is Jada. Bro, it was like, bro, you
heard that line?
nothing.
You heard that
Like,
line I
I
did?
did,
You
bro.
heard
And I was like, but you're it's like it's nothing, bro. That shit is just it comes natural to
Yeah,
you, bro.
for sure.
I was like I said, I was really
On some shit where like I ain't trying to sound conceited or nothing like that. Niggas is I really want the daggers, because I want to respond too. I want to get to a place where I can respond respectfully, disrespectfully if possible. You know what I mean?
Got you.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, like I want to keep it all within. I want the conversation to, at the end of the day, create a result that's beneficial for everybody. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you, bro, how old are you?
37.
37.
Yeah. So I've been around a minute.
You nice, bro.
It took time, and it take time to hone the skill. It take time to like really be nice. You know what I mean? And I think people don't realize, like, when you think about some of the nicest shit you heard, people was a little longer in the tooth. You know what I mean? Like, it's not very often you get a Tupac or Nas that can do some shit like that when they're teenagers, or Biggie. You know what I mean? Like, but
They're raw.
It's crazy you saying that. I be listening to The World Is Yours still.
yeah.
That's deep.
He was just that's my
world
favorite
is
rapper.
yours.
You know what I mean?
In that New York.
Yeah.
I be banging that. One old head rolled up on me like he's a good 45, 50. He said,
That's so crazy.
he
'cause
said, all right.
Yeah.
He said, he brought me back real quick, man. He said, got me in my bag over here, man. Had that thing thumping in the rack, 'cause I still got the CD player in my rack, authentic, vintage. I just had to throw that out there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
No,
So
I
let
ain't
me
gonna-
ask you this. My bad, bro.
No, go ahead, man. You good.
I was gonna say, when did all this start for you? So what was your
Like the beginning,
your
let's
beginning.
because we ain't even go into that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The first time I ever decided I was gonna rap, my dad introduced me to hip hop. My dad, you know, in a better time, under better circumstances, probably would have been a DJ. He liked hip hop. I don't know how much he likes music, but he was infatuated with hip hop because he is a very aggressive person. And hip
I
hop
was aggressive.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
me. It was
man.
like, Muzz.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Buzz just said that on. We just had it. But he just said that it's like hip hop is definitely that. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely grimy like that.
Yeah. My-
KRS-One.
Yeah, going ham Damn.
Bust a bus. Method
Bust your
man.
Yeah.
My dad come from that, that era where the kayfabe was heavy, you know what I mean? And like, his favorite rap group is NWA, and his second favorite rap group is Public Enemy. So, and he had me listening to that, and Scarface and shit like that at age like 4, you know what I mean? So, my dad would do things where he would, he would just he would put me on an answering machine and say, you could rap the message, you could rap the phone message type shit, So call me up on the telephone, hit you back when I get back, like you know what I mean? Remember back when you used to have to actually record a message.
Back in the day, yeah.
So yeah, my dad would do that, and that was kind of like the first thought, like, oh man, like I could actually rap. But like the first time I actually rapped, like did my own rap and like really went on stage, I was 12 and I did it to Busta Rhymes, Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Could See. We like found a way to get the instrumental. My man just kept rewinding Whammo. He recorded Whammo and then looped the part where the beat was and just kept looping it on a cassette. Remember you dubbed the cassette?
Yeah, back in the day.
And he made like a whole however many minutes. That was some super genius. It was, because we was 12, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I got you.
What I'll say to that, man, like there's a pin that you want to put in that passion. When you passionate about something, the possibilities are endless, bro. Because your passion will get to a place where you will be accomplishing things. It'll almost feel like you're edifying yourself with real food. You ever be so focused on something you forgot to eat?
You forget.
Yeah, I mean,
You look at the end of the day like, damn. Like, I
I'm
got
locked
stomach.
in.
You was
man.
locked in.
Like to the point where when I asked him, we 12, you know what I mean? I was like, how'd you do it? His only response was, shit.
He said, shit. I just did that shit.
I just made it work.
Nigga created magic, nigga.
I got you. You needed a beat. I got you.
So he did it.
Just to make a little prime example on what you're saying is like literally, bro. Was you scrolling on TikTok and there was a whole African, bro, that had a whole piece of wood, bro. They on these wooden bikes, bro. He carved the whole wood joint. It took him a minute, you know how I fast forward, and then after he carved the wood tire, he put this rubber on it and nailed it all down, and then put the wheel in the joint. I'm like, on God, we create anything.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we stuck somewhere, you gonna see the resilience come out of a motherfucker that you ain't never seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's when everybody's minds get to really like, all right, bro.
There was this rapper, his name is Radon. I'm not sure if he coined this phrase, but he put me onto it. He said, there's a gift of desperation. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know about that gift of desperation. Sometimes I look at my kid, and he's so privileged, and he got so much love around him. Sometimes I wonder, like, well, he had that gift of desperation. That damn it, I have to make
Put
this
him
shit
in the
work.
environment.
Now, what I will say about my son, shout out to Trippy, he's a manifester. Because he has so much love around him and so much support, nothing's impossible. Right. You know what I mean? He'll say he manifested a dirt bike for his birthday. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, he told me, yo, people are gonna donate so much money to me, I'm gonna be able to buy a dirt bike. I'm like, that's hard.
That's hard. No, that's a genuine kid. Like, hey, you came from another planet. Yeah.
Shout out to
Different
Trippy.
spirit,
He's a straight manifester, and as a person who's born in this information age, it took for me to witness that and be like, let me take my hand off of him and let him manifest. Let him do. Anytime he say he gonna do that, I'm gonna zip my lips. I'm not gonna throw a doubting word in there. You know what I mean? Because I just witnessed him manifest some shit from thin air. You know what I mean? Like,
That's dope.
you know
With a kid, intuition. That's one thing I love about kids because they have intuition that we lost.
Yeah.
We used to have it, you know what I'm saying? Because stuff that you remember that you did when you was a kid was like, bro, you tried to do that as a grown man. You like, oh hell no, I'm not doing that.
Swear.
No, bro.
Swear.
Like, but you ain't had no
Swear.
fear. There was
Yeah.
no fear factor in there. It was just like kids is like, no, I'm doing that.
You said the key word, fear. You know what I mean? And fear is not necessarily a bad thing. You got to have both. I'm at that place in my life now where, the same hand that rose Moses rose Pharaoh. You got to have both. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, you know, you got to know when to put it in, when, you know what I mean, when to hold them, when to fold them, you know what I mean? There's going to come a time where my son's optimism is going to resemble delusion, and I'm going to have
This ain't real. Son.
and I'm gonna have to be like, I feel you.
It don't come like that.
But is it though? He said, listen here, son.
This is the real world.
I don't think we can all become a Dre.
Yeah, I mean, but you gotta have both, though. You gotta have both, because if you're too pessimistic, you know, what type of life are you really living? You know what I mean? Like, you know, this life is so fantastic, and everything that you think about. I was just talking to my brother about this. It's like, imagine you live on a place where there's stuff that come out of the ground, and it gives you all the nourishment that you want. It receives the oxygen that you breathe. You know what I mean? The CO2 that you breathe out, and gives you back oxygen. If somebody was telling you that there's a place that gives you everything you want, like instantly, you would think, well, that's magical. But like, we really do live in that place. You know what I mean?
We do.
There's so many fantastic wonders even under the sea. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many creatures that eat up toxins. You know what I mean?
There's a
For
lot of
us.
shit to keep us alive.
Yeah, I mean,
here,
these
man.
pestilence that bother us, they're really excavating the ground and moving, turning over carcasses for us.
guess what,
You know what I
though?
mean?
This is my thing.
Yeah.
We died of earth flourish. We stay, we kill it.
Yeah, but I mean, we're purpose too, though.
But you know what I'm saying, to an extent, but based on if you take society out of life and then put people back into the nature form of life.
I feel
like that nature form though,
yeah,
like that's major to me, because it's like, remove the buildings,
yeah,
remove the money, remove the shoes, the clothes,
yeah,
just like regular everybody flourishing with life, like in a natural form of a stated form. When I looked at all my kids being born, you know what I'm saying, and just looking at them being born, it's like they're being taught
yeah,
at a certain point to be this being that they don't choose to be, not by choice.
yeah,
They can't say no.
yeah.
So it's automatic. So if you put another human being in the forest with life and nature all his life, he will only know the essence of true nature and true life. Like that's how I see it, like in my head, like, because it's like this distracts the human mind from what is real.
Yeah, nah, you're right about that. We don't.
Especially this.
Yeah. We definitely don't perceive reality the way maybe nature would intend. But then again, we're not bound to nature's intentions. And to be honest, too, like, nature didn't intend for fossils to create fossil fuel.
Right.
But we did that. You know what I mean? Then there's so many different levels of civilization. We're only at 0 now with all the stuff that we've done. Like, we haven't even tapped into the full potential of the sun. We haven't even tapped into the full potential of the energy of black holes and all that other stuff. So, you know, all of that stuff is purposed, you know what I mean? We should exploit that to any capacity, you know what I mean? And let the chips fall where they may, you know what I mean? And the earth gonna keep on spinning.
You never lie. You gone, everybody still gonna keep spinning this joint.
You think we did anything to this earth that this earth ain't seen before? Like, literally, it got such a blight that it killed all the creatures, or nearly all the creatures on the earth at one point before we even got here. So ain't nothing we can do to this
There's a whole civilization of shit that was here before us that they don't even understand. You know what I mean? So I get it, but that's
what they call it, Younger Dryas.
They call it Inkley and Lanil and them. You know what
Oh
I'm
no,
saying?
I thought you were talking about
Sumerian.
that. Yeah, I know you talk about that, but I thought you were talking about how they got that Younger Dryas, where it's like every 7,000 years the earth goes through a cataclysm so
I believe it.
devastating that civilization starts over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like a reset button.
So do you feel like with the stuff that happens in communities, or just smaller versions of what the world is supposed to go through anyway?
Can you elaborate on that?
Okay, remember how East Liberty used to be and how it is now?
Uh-huh.
That would be kind of the same thing as in, like you said, when he wiped the earth clean, and then brought it all back to life.
Yeah, I mean, you to me, like,
On a smaller scale,
Yeah.
spiritual scale.
Yeah.
Like, I get you.
Facts, bro.
I like
Facts,
that.
bro.
change is so important. You know what I mean?
It is. It comes in handy. Like
Yeah.
I was just down in Lawrenceville today and just seeing the people that were walking down there. It was just all walks of earth, all walks of life. It was just literally any nationality you could think of. I seen today.
Yeah.
Damn near, which was crazy. And everybody was just joyful, just walking around, having
Yeah.
a good time.
Yeah.
And then down there now they got things to do. Before it was just like just regular bars
Yeah.
and nothing else. Maybe pizza shops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was like 20 years ago. So to see it now, it's like,
The thing I hate about gentrification the most is how things shift without a plan for the people that was there. I don't like that. Like, don't.
nope. Don't say
Whose
that.
fault
Don't
is
don't,
that?
don't
Huh?
say that.
What you mean?
Don't say that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, we have to be able to use the resources
Yeah,
at
we're not
hand
using
and
them.
everything like that. But I feel like no one would be able to come in your crib and repurpose your Cheetos.
I think what
You
you're
would be like, what?
saying. But it's so, I don't know. My teacher taught me this like when I was in 11th grade. So I seen it coming. The question is, did everybody else see it coming?
Right.
Because everywhere, like he literally said it like basically Karl Marx. Okay, and he was talking about him and communism and shit like that. But not the communism part, just more so as in how they redevelop, push them out, bring more people in. Redevelop, push them out even further, bring more people in. Push them out. And that's all that has been going on.
Yeah.
After he said that, Razenstan closed down.
Yeah.
After he said that, Nabisco closed down. After that, what happened to it now?
Yeah.
Bakery Square.
Yeah.
East Liberty turned into the East End. You know what I mean? Like Bloomfield, Lawrenceville. Now it's I think Lower Lawrenceville and Upper Lawrenceville.
Yeah.
I thought it was just all Lawrenceville.
And guess what, bro?
You know what I mean?
To prove your point, the other day I was just looking at like $1 million cribs in Pittsburgh. I was doing this on purpose so I can visualize if I was to live in this place. Where would I live out here if I wanted just to live here and then travel and have other cribs in other cities?
Right.
So I'm looking at most expensive crib is downtown, bro. It's like it's the most cheapest thing I ever seen. Cause I'm like, to me, somebody else might be like $10,000 a lot of money, but the crib's only like 7 bands a month.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, like it's really cheap to live here. And dude was in the video like, this is an old city. That's why they gentrified everything. Because when they got denied, when the Super Bowl was supposed to be here, they said, y'all too small. Y'all ain't got enough hotels.
Facts.
They talking about building 2 bridges, bro, and putting a stadium on the bridge. Right now, they're talking about that in development. Down there's $11 million
Listen,
project.
you know what's
So
crazy?
they trying to bring in that, that shit that that other cities had that we don't have. Like you go to Atlanta, they got that. You know what I'm saying? You go to LA, you go to any of these major cities, that's how it's gonna be. But you go here, you're just like, oh, this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But it's little. It got a nice view, but it's little. So it's like they trying to expand that.
They're supposed to been do that though. They had I just seen it. It's on a page called Odd Pittsburgh, and it just shows like different stuff from like 1940s, whenever, just in Pittsburgh. But I think it was in either the 70s or the 60s that they did the blueprint, and it was supposed to be on the water, bro.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be on the water. I said, damn, like
To add to the conversation that y'all was having about our people in that circumstance, I guess I get a bit sensitive with that because, okay, let's just make a microcosm, right? Like somebody come in your crib and they try to like, I don't know, try to take your TV or whatever, or they just gonna move your TV upstairs. You know you don't want your TV upstairs. In fact, you went and you put that TV in that place purposefully because you got the best angle. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know exactly how you want your feng shui to be. You know what I mean?
Right.
And not only that, but you probably have a plan for when you going to replace that TV or what type of programming you going to put on that TV. You know what I mean? And what's most beneficial for you when you think about that TV. Now, you brought in that to this conversation we're having. The conditioning that we're under mentally, especially getting our education from them, they capitalize on us not having that foresight.
Yeah.
So you can't, and they purposely give us those conditions so that we don't have that foresight. Even if you take like the less nefarious stuff out of it, just the fact that we got to work our 9 to 5 and I can't think every day about what's going on down City Hall or Town Hall. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I gotta go to work every day to survive type shit. They capitalize on those conditions that they created and then be like, oh, y'all was sleeping.
Oh my life.
It's like, nah, you can't do that. You know what I mean? To me, I feel like that's the part of
system's rigged.
gentrification that's not right. You know what I mean? Like,
I get what you mean on that. It's just still this is my opinion. It has to be installed in you. I get it. Everybody don't get to have certain opportunities.
Yeah.
But when they do come along, some people do not gravitate towards it because it's something new to them.
yeah.
Hence, if they know if I keep this crib in Wilkinsburg, knowing that they're redeveloping the whole Wilkinsburg, what's going to go up? Their property value.
Yeah.
But people want to get rid of their cribs because they need money now because they wasn't responsible, this, that, and the third, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
But a lot of these things are things that we genuinely learn ourselves because we seen what other people were doing wrong. Okay, I done lived in this crib. I done seen people pay bills their whole life, but they didn't have structure.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Like, it still comes down to you as a person. And if you do want to see change, we got to be a part of the change, bro.
That's a fact.
Honest to God, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, for sure they're going to try to hide it, but there's really people out here.
I know it.
Yeah, there's people out here that will have no problem giving you the information. Like, I literally talked to the one buddy, and me and him was just talking, and we start talking about stocks, bonds, gold, and everything else. And it just stirred from a conversation of had nothing to do with education, bro.
Yeah.
It might just be your circle sometimes too. Sometimes you gotta get up out of the box, but just like you said with the TV thing, because you're so accustomed and used to this TV being here, you don't want to see the TV in the corner and not understanding once the lights hit it at a certain time, it's not going to be no more glares on the TV. It's kind of the same thing for.
Do you feel like exceptional people like yourself should be more responsible for the community?
Absolutely.
Do you feel like that? But to what capacity? Like, do you feel like you should exhaust all of your resources to educate in the community?
Absolutely not.
It's
You
So
can't do that.
so let me just answer on that. I believe that every person is like talented and they have a gift. Now that gift, so how I look at the universe, how I look at God, how I look at everything. God is just pieces of himself in this world in vessels, but we're the consciousness that's woke based on everything that we receive from the 5 senses. So once you become this person based on your observation of what's in your head, your mind is society's garbage bin. You can't resist anything that you're learning or feeling and seeing and hearing. Them things that just come. Now, when we come up with ideas on who we want to be and what we want to do, that's based on the information and where the person is in the environment that they're at. Now, once they got the gift of, they know how to do this. So they need to start linking up with like-minded people to feather this thing to make it flop a little harder. But the intention of the person has to be for the people, just like a Nipsey Hussle. His intention was, I need to put a high-rise here for my people to stay in. So the intention was that, but it wasn't by himself alone. It was, I got this person doing this, I got this. So you start building the resource line of, okay, I know I want to be successful, I want to have money, but what is your intention for the greater good of the world?
So how does the community go from? Because I think this is the only fix for these type of issues. I feel like the community has to go from exceptional people that with provocative thought to exceptional culture. You know what I mean?
So you saying they got to be bigger than just a
you know
voice.
what I mean? Like,
within
because Nipsey Hussle is dope, but how many people can he touch at one time? You know what I mean? With let's say at his max 30 million people at one time.
But I'm saying that's one person, but as I said, you got to go connect the dots for other people.
How do we create exceptional culture?
That's what happened with Earn Your Leisure.
I'm about to say also
That's exceptional culture.
Teamwork, bro. Whatchamacallit said it the best. J.R. Smith said it the best. He said, "You got 2,000. You got 2,000. I mean, he's like, you got 200. You got 200. You got 100. You got $150. Why aren't we getting our own gym? Nobody wants to cooperate together sometimes, and not even sometimes. People don't want to cooperate together, or some people don't like being the wingman. People don't like being the man down low instead of the point guard. People don't like being a small forward because the nah, you good. But people don't like playing a certain position because everybody want all eyes on them. We just need to realize, even like as a person like me, you, and everybody sitting here, it's okay to be the background person and keep this shit up and moving.
So, my bad.
Go ahead, bro.
Nah,
Go
not
ahead,
to
bro.
cut you off.
No, I was literally done. Facts. I was. Yeah.
Well, I was going just to elaborate what you're saying, bro. So everybody don't know how to play team ball, bro. And back to what you were saying with the resources, bro. Like you said, if I got 200, he got 200, he got $150, you got $150. Why can't we put that all together and build our own gym? That's not exhausting your resources. That's putting what we got right here together to start a foundation, a stepping stone towards that gym.
So you see the breadcrumbs that I laid a bit with that conversation. It's like, if you're exceptional, should you max out your resources? Automatically, no, you shouldn't do that. Then it's like, well, what would be the thing? Oh, we pool our resources together. But then I went go back in the conversation. I was talking about conditioning. You might have $100. Are you mentally conditioned to use it correctly?
Here's a flip side to that
man.
too. It's always going to be difficult, no matter how exceptional you are, because there's always going to be an element of political aspect to whatever you want to do.
So
as
put
far
a
as
pin
what you're
in that.
talking about,
Put a pin
as
in
far
that.
as when it comes to the community, because at some point, the way things is ran and the powers that be, it's going to come back to having those political ties, and so to see. Now, I'm not saying that it can't be done. What you're getting at, you know what I mean? It can't be done, but you're always going to have a level of when you're talking about resources, you're always going to be kind of limited because, like I said, you could if you're Jay-Z and you have, I would assume, a lot of resources.
Yeah.
You're going to be limited, not because you're limited, but because
money is
finite.
There's only so many numbers.
It's going to clash. Yeah,
So,
you know what I mean?
So the thing I'm trying to get at most is, let's not rely on Jigga or Oprah or Diddy or none of them people. We gotta think real hard about what is it that black people agree on. Like, I'm just spitballing. Any one of y'all can answer this. What's something that universally, let's just say American blacks, agree on, just like across the board?
Fried chicken.
Right. Let's do something else.
Fried chicken.
Niggas gonna be there. Like,
Go ahead. Well, he probably gonna say it.
Fried chicken and working for your money.
Okay, let's think about something
Working for
else.
your money.
Let's think about something else.
political agreement.
No, something like
That's agreeable.
Something like like low key, like mac and cheese.
All right, yeah.
Every black person know when you bit that, you get that one taste of mac and cheese. Like, it don't matter. You could get a nigga from Atlanta, L.A., Kentucky, motherfucking Hawaii. Yeah. You get them all in the room. You say, if it's not that, they all gonna be like, that's
not it.
That's not that, bro. And if it is that, they gonna be like, chef's kiss. Like, whose auntie made this? I need that. You know what I mean?
Fresh.
So there are things that black people agree on universally.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
Barbecue.
you know what I mean? Or even like,
Definitely ribs.
right. Like, there's certain cuts of the rib. When
That's our culture.
We be like, well, I don't even want that cut. Oh, it's rib. I don't want that cut.
Facts.
And bruh man behind me don't want that cut either. You know what I mean? And you ain't get that cut to homie when he just came through. So
Get that shit to the dog.
there's certain shit that black people agree on universally. You know what I mean? So the reason why I'm more focused on exceptional culture is because I believe that we can start to, I hope this is the right word, propagate. You know what I mean? Like, create propaganda that will allow us to start having like culture that is more aligned with something that's going to be productive. Like
Beneficial for
when
us.
you think about the BLM thing, you know what I mean? George Floyd. We all got behind George Floyd. We might have been angry for different reasons. We might have had different motivations, but when we saw that, we all kind of felt like that wasn't right. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
But did you feel? I got one. More.
They
Did
related.
you feel like it wasn't? Personally,
Yeah.
did you feel like it wasn't right because he was black, or would you have felt the same if it was a white man?
me personally, I would have felt the same if it was a white man. I will say.
Hold up. You can say less because I asked that because
I only asked that because I that would have been. That's a correct response. That's a politically correct
Yeah,
response.
no, I would.
But
you gotta think about it. To me, it was the grotesque nature.
Yeah,
of
they
it.
did some wild shit.
You choke somebody out, like that's just wild.
So
like,
it still would have been grotesque.
it's
if
a
he was
human
white.
being. Like
Yeah.
for me, it's
still would've
human.
been
It's
shady,
human
'cause it'd
life
have been
above
like-
all. Like you're
it's
not
just
finna
that
just choke somebody.
it's
like,
the
that's
difference.
fucked up.
It
But
ain't
would
nothing
there been a
wrong
movement
with
though? Would it have started a
Probably
movement?
not.
You wouldn't
wouldn't have
feel
been the
sorry,
same.
but you'd have been
No.
like, damn, that's fucked up,
Hey,
bro.
look, listen here.
Like that's shady.
Listen here.
shady.
Listen here.
He said, "No, nigga, get yours."
Listen here. That's not what I'm saying. But unfortunately,
What you said, bro?
I had a white man come up to me, and I tried to stop the convo with him because I knew where I was going to go. He was like, "Yeah, man," and they're doing all this Black Lives Matter stuff for him. I was just like,
Like, leave it alone.
I was like, bro, I gotta do something right now. A week go past, he come back to it, and I ripped him a new one, bro. Stop talking about it ever since then.
Yeah,
Because it's just the fact of like he said it like
So what's
But
your?
I feel
This
like
doesn't
one more
happen
thing,
on a
bro,
regular-
one
Hold on,
more
before
thing.
you go, nigga, I just gotta ask him a question though. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I feel like though with all that though, it's a double-edged sword, bro. Like if it's gonna be wrong for the way we feel about it because it's one of our people, it should be the same. Even like I said, even if it's black, white, Chinese, because like at the end of the day, I don't know who said it, but you're human.
Yeah,
I only
shady.
brought
You
that
don't want
up.
to see.
I really
that
only
type of
brought that up
behavior.
because I'm
Anybody.
just saying that's
You know
an
what I mean?
example of how we galvanized as a culture. You know what I mean? And we had a united voice with the BLM thing. You know,
We was
however,
united when we hit them people
Yeah.
up too on that boat.
yeah.
That was crazy.
swam the shore, he
That was
said.
crazy.
Niggas was united
Swam
right
the
there.
shore.
I ain't gonna lie, I had to pull out when he hit
Niggas
Shorty
had
with
to
the
cheer,
chair.
like everybody had to cheer.
When he hit Shorty with
like
the
a trophy,
chair, I had
like
to
yeah,
pull out.
you did your thing.
I ain't gonna lie. Once he started going Stone Cold Steve Austin, that's it.
I mean, because that was the equivalent of the dude
thought
that
he was about to
came
do
and
the
just
Stone
hit
Cold.
the dude that was trying to tow
All
the
I'm
boat.
saying is
That was the equivalent of that. Because
I thought he was about to do the Stone Cold.
Go ahead,
Stone
hold on,
Cold
let me
somebody.
say it. Hold on.
Do you
Go ahead,
think?
bro.
I'm sorry, I'm changing the subject, but do you think that black people? All right, I got a theory, and I know y'all can just go with me or whatever. Sometimes I believe that black people's main issue in this country is the fact that we trying to compete for the same bone as our counterparts.
Facts.
They created a system that works perfectly for them to get that bone every time. This is solar shooting, right? And I know somebody's gonna watch this and say this nigga is just talking shit. He's high. But just imagine, for instance, right? This is total I'm saying the wrong word, but you know what I'm saying. Like
Hypothesis.
I'm being hyperbolic. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to be drastic, right? Imagine if we changed our currency
Right.
as black people,
I said that.
our social currency. Imagine if we were just like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, I like Bentleys and flying flashy shit, but to get that, I got to do blah, 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 blah. I either got to kiss some people's ass from a culture that don't respect me, or I got to create genocide against my culture, or I got to, maybe even I'm doing things that's not nefarious. Maybe I'm just being a businessman, but now people from my culture is looking at me like I'm trying to be uppity, blah, blah, blah. Imagine if we just said our new currency is we're just going to be conservationists. Like our new culture is our new currency is we're just gonna try to preserve the earth.
All right.
You know what I mean? And that's being drastic. But like imagine if black people decided to be concerned about something else.
Something else that was more important.
You know what I mean? Something else, like anything else. Like And I know that's pie in the sky. Like, you got to make dollars, and if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Yada yada yada. But just imagine if we wasn't in the same race as everybody else. You see what I'm saying? Then
I mean, there's cultures that's doing that.
Yeah, there are cultures that do that.
Doing that. Like, there's literally a culture, bro, where they literally are saving soil. Because I didn't know the soil was dying on the planet. I didn't know that. It's like, bro,
I don't believe that.
No, facts, bro. You don't gotta believe it, bro. I'm saying, like,
That's not true, bro.
what, saving soil?
I mean, no, I'm saying the fact. No, I believe they saving the soil. I'm saying that it's dying.
It's dying around the planet.
Yeah, bro.
All the shit that we
just had this conversation.
Bro, do you
It's
see
like
what the fuck they got in the ocean, though? Like, do you see that shit, though, bro?
We're not fucking shit up for sure.
No, bro, we fucking up massive
Earth,
shit, bro.
Big shit, bro.
Huh?
I said the whole Earth.
We're everywhere.
Yeah, no, I'm saying the soil. I know, like I said, I believe you when they say they.
I'm talking about in their country, though.
I say that because it's ridiculous. Because I think scientists sometimes create shit like that to stir up the masses, and niggas start doing retarded shit. Same thing with the same.
But not if their country's under pollution, though, bro. Like, in India's backyard, bro. Them niggas their whole shit is polluted.
You right.
Like, so like I can believe their shit is definitely dying, bro. Like all of our plastic goes over the damn near in their oceans. Like, so it's like, bro, when we destroy, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not talking about like the whole world over there in their place where they're at. Like, if that shit is dying like that, bro, you gotta think about there's niggas killing the rainforest, bro. Killing it, bro. And there's niggas in power that's saying, no, we wanna do what we gonna do. And then you got some other people like, nah, bro, we gonna just
fucking this shit
up. We gonna fuck it up. Like, bro, we gonna cut all that down. But I just believe that in a sense of what you're saying, bro, in the sense of people with power, bro, it just be.
But it take the people to pull out, and I think that's mostly what I'm trying to get at is like, let's bring it back down. Let's bring it back down to something a bit less. You know what I mean?
No, you good.
David, let's bring it back to hip hop. Let's bring it back to hip hop. Like,
he said he got us on a political journey. Like,
I wanted to talk about shit. But like, even if we just keep that same subject matter and bring it to hip hop, like, the people have to realize that they got way more power than the powers that be.
Absolutely.
Way more power, because at the end of the day, the powers that be, their agenda is profit. You think they're not gonna sell? Let's talk hip hop now.
Yeah, hip hop.
You think they're not gonna sell quality content if people is buying quality content?
Right.
They're gonna sell whatever people want to buy.
Ain't that what Facebook was always going to war about? Because they was like, the algorithm's geared towards the negative, which we you know what I mean, sex, drugs, money without clothes. Yeah. And then they was like, went to court and was like, no, that's not what we doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, our name is Meta.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, that's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, people,
like you said, they're going to do it. They're going to sell it.
Did they lie?
Huh?
Did they lie?
Yeah, they lied. They sold that. You know what I'm saying? They lied. You know what I'm saying? They definitely lied.
So why did the U.S. allow that shit, though? Like with the Twitter thing. Or the TikTok thing.
I gotta be real. I'm pulled out on all that shit.
For real? You're an artist, though.
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
She said, yo, it's all right. So when you create your music and you want to drop that content, where's you dropping it?
Typically Instagram, but what I'm saying is like I'm not sitting back on pins and needles seeing what like what was that one thing? It was gonna kill everything. What was that shit called? It was like you know what I'm talking about.
What you're saying.
It's some real clinical ass name. It sounded like fucking hand sanitizer. What the fuck was that shit called? What the fuck? It was like.
Said it was a social media site?
Yeah, no, it was a social media thing. It was like the government is gonna be sanctioning how the
Marshall's Law?
Nah, it was like sanctioning how the fucking like. Who got Wi-Fi? Who didn't get Wi-Fi?
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Shit.
I'm trying. There was a thing that it was called something. I'm trying to think of the name.
I don't know what they call
it.
That.
It just sounded
That's
like
crazy.
it sounded like
weird as hell.
It sounded like some shit you get on a pink slip on your fucking door.
What the fuck?
You're like, dude, I need to be concerned about this shit. It was like, fuck.
I can't.
You know, it's gonna hit me later, but like. Didn't that shit just blow over like a fart? nobody talk about that shit about that shit no more, bro. It's like, what the fuck was that shit called? It kind of reminded me of like, I don't know.
So is it kind of like what's going on in Asia now?
Yeah.
With the
they be telling them they can't get on the internet.
Not
Like
even
Korea.
that. Everything's like connected. So like even if I can't remember what it is talking about. I think it's like your credit score is bad or something like that. And everything's bad. Nah, for real, bro.
This ain't gonna go for that.
Oh,
bro.
no, bro. If your credit,
China.
I think if your credit score is bad, it's something like that. Your kid can't get into a certain school. Like, bro, it's wild. Bro.
That happens here, bro. You get
Strict over
Nah,
there.
bro. Like I'm talking about like you getting into school has nothing to do with your credit score, bro.
I know, but
you know what I'm saying? Like you going to Harvard is your grades and your SAT scores, but we're talking about credit. So you're telling me an 18-year-old because of their dad, they can't get into Harvard, bro? That's crazy to me.
It's
I don't believe that in the
more
United
than
States.
more than you know. It's probably like that because that's what they do. This is what they doing. Bro.
Put it like this: shout out to Auntie, lady to death. Her daughter's in Harvard right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that I died. That I don't know. That I don't know. But I'm just saying this.
I know, I'm just
She
playing.
lives in Wilkinsburg. You feel what I'm saying? You know
What he
I'm
saying
saying?
about the
House
credit
next
thing
to
with
her.
China?
You can. I think there's. I think if you got money, you could. If you have, there's always gonna be, or for any type of currency, it's always gonna be like an option if your credit ain't good, bro. It just is, bro. It's just another way to get what you want.
I feel like with certain stuff, yeah, but I think going to school, no.
No, I don't believe that either.
people about to start pulling out of the whole school shit too.
Yeah, whole school's
The
done.
fucking institution of school, like
It's done.
especially higher education. I don't know.
I
I
learned
just
everything from YouTube and shit like that. Books.
Yeah.
If you read a lot, we got the book club going on, so it's like
and
educating
I
yourself.
don't know if
more.
the institutions will go away, but I feel like people are going to start demanding like more quality, more bang for their buck. Like shit is getting
As they should, man.
Or
You should be
shorter
teaching me
terms.
credit in school.
Or shorter terms instead of I'm about to be here for 4 years for me to not have a degree. Well, for me, not that. For me to have a degree,
and some shit I don't remember.
and I don't get a job.
I don't get a job. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So I just wasted 4 years of my life for no reason.
Right, but it's
Speaking
all,
of years, like how many years you been rapping, bro?
20 years probably.
20 years.
Yeah, 20
So you've been perfecting the craft. How many shows you probably think you did?
More than I could count. I was just saying to my man on another podcast, like if I got at least a measly $100 for every show I did, bro, I would be rolling.
Got you.
A measly 100.
What's the last show you did? And who was with?
Last show I did. Oh, actually, last show I did was May. I did a show with Cool G Rap and Rakim.
Oh, that's dope.
No wonder, bro. Okay. Right there. Come on, man.
Yeah, nah, I could. Like I said, I was saying to him, I don't really want to talk my resume on here because I really got some fly shit to say.
No, say some fly shit right now, man. Yeah.
That's dope as hell. Cause I don't. That's a
Yeah, I got a song with Cool G Rap on his last album and shit.
okay.
Yeah,
How many industry artists? How many
that I work with.
that you ever work with?
He would probably be the only one I got like a real record. Well, no, I'm bugged out. I'm tripping. Damn.
Oh
I
yeah,
be
talk your
forgetting
shit.
my
See
shit.
what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You gotta talk that shit. Go
Also, I
ahead.
got a record with Rhyme Fest. You know what I mean? That was a whole different chapter of my life. You know, we was almost signed with Yeezy. We was talking with Yeezy for a minute.
That's
Okay.
I got a record with 3D Nati on my last album. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, as far as my collaborations, it'd be a lot of linear moves, like people that I could like really touch. You know what I mean? Like, I like doing it like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really like. To me, if I'm gonna get on your record, I want to be on your record. Like, I want niggas to be like, "Oh, Los came through on your shit." Like, cause I just look at it differently from the social currency standpoint. Like, you know, Dre is the hottest rapper, and I'm like, "Oh, here's 10 bands." You know what I mean? You jump on my shit, you phone some fucking verse, and you're just like, yada yada yada, LOS. You know what I mean? And then
That shit be going on in the industry.
right, and then I can't even use it because the label's like, "No, we ain't clearing that shit."
Wasn't just talking about that. That's crazy.
Back then.
Oh no, that's to the
Nah, bro.
That's already our fucking blue. That's already our fucking blue flame. He already twerked out our blue flame, bro.
I threw them to the hose last night, bro.
I bet gosh.
The label ain't gonna clear that, bro. It's all good. My bad. I ain't even know. That's what they be
They
doing.
been twerk that. So then it's like you bring it back to the people and like, yo, verse with Dre. And like, yeah, you pay for that. It was like the thing I used to say to my homeboy, shout out to Lamar French, you know. That's where the Folkland comes from. We created a group called Folkland, you know what I mean? And he used to say to me, I didn't believe it at first, but it come to be true. Just like the veil has already been lifted. Like there's no mystery for the fans anymore. They're so tapped in now. It's like back in like, let's say 95, if I got a dope verse on Jay, they'd be like, you got a verse from what? How did this right? Because then I could make some story like, or I could just be quiet and just let them guess how this shit happened. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he must be really tapped. He must really be that nigga. Meanwhile, they don't know like my manager knows his road manager and I paid him 10 bands to do this shit. You know what I mean? Now that the veil's lifted, every fan knows. They're sophisticated enough to know, like, you just pay for that, and dude don't fuck with you like that. He ain't hard.
He said the verse says it all. He said the verse says it all. Blacks and music goes down. You should have called my little brother.
He did not give his all on that, bro.
And ain't reposted. And you got to pay him another 5 bands to do the video.
And he only liked it. He ain't even comment. He just liked it. Shady. He shrugged that shit right off. Hey, baby, bring that half a pound in, baby. Bring that half a pound in.
He just like it.
Courtesy, my man's courtesy.
He said he don't even run his social media. His little man's like this.
Shout out. See, yeah, like that one, just like that.
That was cool. Don't worry about it. We looked out already.
Bro, somebody told you to share it. Yeah. Just hit the
I
heart.
didn't even see that, bro.
Just hit the heart, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
You know,
But yeah, man, been working with Dion and grind mode, man, and just learning the game, learning how to move with the veil lifted now. So shit looks real. It's like at this point, I just want people to be fans of Los, and I'm just trying to create a tribe of people that think like Los. You know what I mean? Like whenever they hear Los talk, they hear themselves speaking. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Donald Trump, that's what he did. He just started speaking for those people.
Swear to God.
And before you know it, he's the fucking president trying to break him out of jail and shit and break into the fucking treasury and all types of shit. What was the Capitol building?
That nigga said, if I'm losing today, I'm throwing a tantrum. I'm gonna have everybody fucking that shit up.
Niggas going.
You said, I'm going to jail. Everybody going to jail.
Hey, they hit him with the
I'm not responsible for it. They did it on their own.
Just so you know, we just hit him with a drone. What?
Like,
6
bro,
in the morning.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm anti. People be like, bro, why you like him? I'm like, bro, he's a nigga and why you fresh? That's what niggas would do. Any nigga that says on the mic, grab her by the pussy, we know this is a nigga in a white body. Because niggas would have got caught doing that. Would have like, bro, you said that on the mic, bro? I'm like, oh, shit, bro. I was talking about this hoes with him, bro.
He moved like the dope man. You know, the dope man don't gotta give a fuck. Like he up, he got too money, he got too much bread.
Bro.
The whole hood fuck with him. He just moved like
Niggas
the dope
testified
man.
and they go down.
Swear.
That's powerful.
Bro,
right?
they get the black.
They're like, that's powerful, bro. How the hell you testify? You go down. Like, you go down. Like, bro, I'm snitching and I'm going down, and this nigga still out. Like,
He said, what? Where am I going?
you should have never told.
Niggas
Basically
told,
one of them.
Niggas told on themselves.
Yeah, but it's funny though. You be like, all right, but
But yeah, as far as me, I just like I said, I just want people to be tapped in the Los, like my quirkiness. You know what I mean? Like I'm like delightfully imperfect. You know what I mean? Like I don't look like it. I don't look like him. I don't look like, you know what I mean? Like I don't look like nothing that people would be like, damn, this is what I want to tap into. And so I just want to reach out and just be the voice for that class of people. Like I be joking with people. I be saying like, you know, I'm the president of the He Aight Club. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, he alright. Yeah, we alright, bro. Everybody alright over this motherfucker. And we get money.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to re-tap into the card holding members of the He Alright Club. Like,
I got you.
y'all know the He
Alright.
Alright. Yeah, your girl be like, your girl, like a girl be talking to a girl like, what he look like, girl? He alright.
He got that little walk that's walking like, bro. You like, damn, bitch, like, you must be looking fucked up or something.
He said, I'm not only a client, I'm not only president, I'm the client. You know what I mean? I just want to represent for, like, you know, the people that just, they got a story that's not like, it don't sound concise. Like, they did some shit here and they did some shit here. And they, you know what I mean? Like, people that know my story, like, if I was to tell my story in a linear fashion, they would probably call cap a lot of shit I would say because shit just don't match. But that's really life. Like, a lot of shit don't be matching up. You know what I mean? Like, if I sat here and really told you my story, you'd be like, so you was raised in the church, and then you decided you want to rap. Then you was a family man, got divorced, married the same girl again. You know what I mean? Like, like just that in general. But then there's certain stuff I can't even tell because shit, you know what I mean? Like,
everybody got that though. Cause I got shit that is like, bro, if I told you, you'd be like, bro, you did what? Like, how the hell that? Like, bro, I'm telling you, I was just in the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like everybody that's that's what that's the thing when we was just talking about your kids. And it was just like, when I look at my kids, bro, I be like, bro, I lived a wild life. They ain't living like that.
Yeah.
Like, they ain't living, you know what I mean? So
You kinda wanna
how they
protect
gonna
them
have
from-
you do. So it's like, how, bro, I'm just trying to give y'all the navigational tools because this shit get real. And I feel like every kid, like my oldest kid is starting to face that. You know what I'm saying? See the real shit, see what's going on, you know, playing around with it a little bit. It was like, all right, cool. But I just let you know, like, get too deep in. Like, I'm letting you know, like, it'll suck you in. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know how it go. But it's just like letting them understand this because I be like, yo, we really live. I was raised in a good family, but I really had no change. What I mean by no change, bro, like I was off the porch. I was able to go outside. I was outside all day. I was going everywhere. Bro, we used to be everywhere. And I think about those moments and be like, bro, my mom ain't know where the hell I was at. Something could have happened to me. Bro, I could have, you know what I'm saying? I'm in Bandit, I'm in the trap house. I'm here, I'm doing this. It's like, bro, we was living wild.
Yeah, I mean, you got people they'll say, you know, I had to do certain things, you know what I mean? Like I have a toe. I had to get my first pack before I got my first toe. You know what I mean? They'll say all these fucking fantastic things. And like, but no, whoever has the story of, no, I had to be good. Like I had to be, my family wasn't gonna make it if I ain't like do the right thing. Like I had to do the right, like I had to come home at a certain time and be there with my people.
If you didn't, what was gonna happen to you?
Shit would have went bad. No, like not a whooping. I was mature enough at that point where I wasn't concerned about getting a spanking. I was concerned like, no, if I don't do the right thing, like shit around the house is gonna be fucked up.
So when did you say fuck it?
When did I say fuck it?
Because you said you was gonna go, you went left.
Well, yeah, I
was like, man, fuck it.
I was a late bloomer. I was a late bloomer. I was like,
older like, fuck it.
I was one of those, what the fuck you doing out here? You ain't even supposed to be out here. Motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Nah, I tell you, I was with one of my thug ones one time, right? And I was like, yeah, like, I just, you know, I'm articulate and shit. I'm telling them, like, yada, 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 this is how I was raised. You know what I mean? This is where I kind of get my mindset from. And he was like, yeah, I could tell you was raised in the church, wasn't you? And I was like, yeah, you know, because, like, that's one thing about me. I don't do a lot of the capping because it's so verifiable. Niggas, you know what I mean? Like, and to be honest, you could break bad and be fucking the worst of the worst no matter where you come from, you know what I mean? So then he's like, yeah, I could tell. And he's like putting his blunt out. And we like sitting in the car. He's like, yeah, I was raised right there. And I was like, so like imagine I'm in the passenger seat, right?
This is a movie, right? I see the whole movie in my head. My head is like, I'm watching the movie like, I was raised right there.
I was raised right there. So my dumb ass, I'm looking out the window. I'm like, where? He was like, the streets. I'm really looking for a place.
He said, the streets.
The streets, nigga. That's where I was raised. I was like, oh, you're right. Where we was all raised.
You know you ain't from the hood. When you say some shit like that to a street nigga. He said, oh, right there. That nigga said, weird. Like, nigga, the street, nigga. That's a movie scene, though. That's dope, bro. That need to be in the scene. Like, I fuck with that, but yeah, that's...
But it just, you know, my genuine nature was the reason why they fuck with me. You know what I mean? Like, I tell the truth and don't be afraid to, like, look away because... You know what the fuck? Like I said, it's still verifiable. And you know, when you playing around like that, you gotta be trustworthy too. You know what I mean? Like shit, like certain shit, you gotta be trustworthy on. But so it's just like, you know, I always told my truth. I don't drink, I don't smoke and shit. And I always feel like if I was to start drinking and smoking, people might look at me away like, what is you on? You know what I mean? Like, you trying to do
You
something.
get the niggas.
You know what I mean?
I ain't even gonna lie. Once I stopped smoking, everybody looked at me crazy as
Yeah,
fuck.
you know what I
Because you
mean?
separated from
Bro, you don't
audience.
smoke
Yeah.
at all? Nothing?
That's like when I first hit a square, I was outside school stressing, you know what I'm saying, my college, you know what I'm saying, you know how it go. You broke as hell, you in college and shit, and I'm out there, bro, give me the square. Everybody was like, like this
I ain't
nigga
gonna
lost
lie.
his mind.
A square is definitely like when you see a nigga smoke a
Like,
square.
I was stressed out.
Yeah, shit's
bad.
It's going down. You know what I mean? What's more the symbol of stress? A square or a black?
Oh, black and mild. Bro, you hit the mouth. Any nigga doing this with the mouth. On God. Use a mouth smoking ass nigga. You is prepping this shit out. Problems, man. That nigga's preparation for that mouth. Like, oh, he's stressed out for real.
Like there's certain smells that's nostalgic.
And he gonna save that mouth.
When I smell a mouth, I just smell.
You be like, damn.
It just take me right back to the hood.
Oh God.
Shit's going bad. What's
I ain't
going
smell
on?
the black and mallet.
Like, you got the wooden tips too, Bubba. Like, this is crazy, yo. But yeah.
That's funny. I knew Shorty smoked black and mounts, bro.
So that's like deep, like,
I don't even do that no more. I don't even. That's crazy.
Yeah.
so like your whole evolvement of your life is like, you know, coming from the church, you know, divorce shit, you know, learning to do that.
Everything.
But you feel like your whole life.
What church was you in, bro? My bad.
Oh man, you said the Pentecost.
It was called the Church of the Nazarene, and it was very beneficial to me because that's where I really hone my ear for music. You know what I mean?
Was you in the choir?
Yeah, I was. I played the drummers and stuff.
You look like a drummer.
Yeah.
No offense.
You
look like
he got a drummer
Get in
built.
there bopping them.
I ain't gonna lie. A lot of
Big
members of the
dudes.
HII club was drummers. Yeah. You kind of gotta be a drummer to make it in the HII club. You know what I mean?
I always
That's
felt
one
like
of
the drummers was looking at
prerequisites.
stuff they wasn't supposed to look at in there. You even had a laugh like, it's needed today.
Everything that I experienced wasn't. What's going on? My bad. He's recording us.
That's you?
Is that here?
Oh, that's me.
Everything that I experienced
Hey, I'm
was
over here.
I know, right?
wasn't in pursuit of hip hop though. You know what I mean? Like everything I experienced was in pursuit of hip hop. You know what I mean? Like that's literally I didn't do anything without trying to pursue hip hop. I fell in love with hip hop. I want to say like age 12, and that's what I knew I was gonna do when I was that young. You know what I mean? So,
Top 5 artists. Let's go.
top 5. Let's create something new.
All right, let's do something new.
Can we do something new?
Go ahead, do it. Let's go.
I don't want to do lists no more, ever. Let's kill the list.
Kill the list?
Instead of lists, we should do tears.
Tears. I like that.
So to me, there's like 4 tiers, right?
Okay.
You got like what you would consider like I'm trying to think of how to say it, but basically just like a classic tier.
Okay.
Where it's like they can't be bad. You know what I mean? Like Eazy-E. He might not be the best rapper, but he's in a classic tier. He just can't be bad. You know what I mean? Like he just in that tier. Think of some other rappers like that you could think of like they're not the best rapper, but I'm gonna put them in the classic tier because, like Coolio. Like is Coolio a bad rapper? Who knows? But he's in that classic tier because when you think about, can you tell the story of hip hop without talking about Coolio?
Right.
You know what I mean?
I dig it.
Then you got a platinum tier. That's for your, you know what I mean, your KRS's, your Rock Hill and stuff like that. Like people that really, when they put that pen to the paper, they drove the culture in such a way. I put Nas, Jigga, Biggie, Outkast type, you know what I
They drove
mean?
the
Some
culture.
type, Tupac, you put them in that platinum tier, just like they're on that wave. There's so many hundreds of, maybe dozens of hundreds of artists that you could put in that platinum tier that would probably be on somebody's Mount Rushmore. Then you got like a gold tier underneath there. To me, that's where I would put my T.I.s, my Jeezys. You know what I mean? Like, people was like, you can't necessarily tell the story of hip-hop without them, but would you put them in your platinum tier? MCs? Who knows?
That's
you know
a
what I mean?
dope way to look at this.
Yeah, because you're saying like the story of hip hop. I like that.
And
Because it's like you can't tell the story without them people. Yeah, I got you.
You got a bronze tier, you know what I mean? Like, or let's keep it more positive. Let's say we got a classic tier, we got a diamond tier where the dope ass MCs go. We got a gold, so what I said, a classic. We got a diamond, we got a platinum for like the Jeezys and them. And then in my gold tier, I'm probably gonna put like my Gucci's. You know what I mean? People that just had the streets on fire, like them crazy street artists are just like,
Went ham at
yeah,
the
it
time.
don't. You can't necessarily put them in the classic tier. Maybe you might, some people might, but there's that gold tier, just like, yeah, they had the streets on fire. And then underneath tier, I'm gonna put on. Yeah, like whatever tier you could think of, like, yeah, they was their type tier. You know what I mean? Like,
That was in the session. Like,
yeah,
they was in there.
like there was a time where like,
Shake that leffy taffy. Bubble
See, he said the lyrics because when that part came, he was going crazy in the crowd.
Get loose.
You had the white glasses.
White glasses, some
Nigga said-
birds.
I look like
Bro, I used to look like I could fit 4 people in my pants.
Niggas would be like, niggas were like, yo, he's a legend. I'm like, I don't know about that.
Nigga had the legend, bro. Nigga had the tall T. He say he got a little something. You think they gonna see it? I don't know. They might see it.
not all the way down there.
I think back in the day.
You think they gonna see that stain? I don't know. They might see that shit.
I don't know,
But
bro.
yeah, that's how I want to do it. I want to do tiers, like just do a tier system, like, you know what I mean? That way you don't really got to exclude nobody. Because then, to be honest, I remember when Jadakiss was on his run top 5 Dead or Alive, and he kept saying like, I got a top 5 West Coast South. That's dope to say it like that. But if you got tiers, you almost can't be wrong because.
Right.
I'm not listening to Nas every day. That's my favorite rapper, but Nas is not gonna get played when I'm in Kentucky headed to the club.
Come on, like,
Yeah,
would you be realistic? Like, yeah, they about to happen
I'm
like
not
that.
playing Nas on the way there. You know what I mean? But I might play like some Gucci. I might play like Pooh Shiesty at the time when he was going crazy, like some shit like that. Like, I just feel like everything has its place. So the tiers is a perfect way to like
That's
do that
definitely
shit.
you said it the most perfect way out of all people I have met because like I like the fact that you just said that because like the fact that you can't tell the story without mentioning them on the tier, that's like perfect alignment. Like that reminds me of like when they show the ocean and they show the line going up.
Yeah.
Of how tall buildings can
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
That's like what I see in my head. Like, that's the tiers of what you're saying. Like, okay, they on this platform. Okay, I got you. I
Like in that classic tier, you could.
Yeah.
I mean, you could like let's say somebody is really like a Devin the Dude fan. You know what I mean? Like Devin the Dude has his place in hip hop conversation. He might not be a platinum tier MC, but somebody he might be. You know what I mean? So I say throw him in that classic tier. You know what I mean? Like you almost can't be wrong. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's like that's the thing about hip hop. You shouldn't have to feel like you wrong. Like you should, like everybody's taste should be acceptable. Only thing I feel like we just, like I said, just be less afraid to be you. You know what I mean? Like that's the shit that's really gonna stick. Like those people that could go on tour and do shows anywhere and they're always popping. He's like, damn, how are they always eating? Because when you think about when they came in the game, they dared to be different to some capacity. You know what I mean?
They did.
They did their thing. Like and whoever their core fan group is will never forget how they touched. You know what I mean? Like their
Like
heart.
a Uzi Vert.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he was totally different from what we used to. And it was like, but you got all these kids going crazy for
Where's
you.
DMX going?
Yeah.
Where you putting DMX?
Definitely,
He's up there.
Definitely platinum, bro.
Yeah, like
Yeah, because the dog was that there with
I
his
ain't
kids.
damn near almost
Is that-
classic, bro.
no,
I ain't
no,
gonna hold
do
you,
the
bro.
tears
Hold on, what about
change?
your boy though?
Who's that?
I mean, whoa. Remember your man, like whoa.
Oh yeah,
Black Rob. Black Rob. Black Rob.
Oh, that
You
nigga's
can't tell
definitely
us
down in the
either
chair,
there.
bro.
I don't know if you would put him in the classic. He had a moment.
Yeah, he
I
did.
might have to put him in the. Cause I don't know. I don't
would
want to
make
be
a,
shady and not put him in the gold tier.
I would make another tier, an underrated tier.
Underrated.
Like Ludacris.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas underrated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
To me, I put Luda in my gold tier.
I would too. I would too.
Yeah,
But
but
he's
not-
underrated.
If not damn near platinum, because he went
he's
crazy for a
underrated.
Yeah,
minute.
he
Yup.
did.
Yeah.
And I think rappers can be in two tiers, like
Yeah.
because I would put
Depending on
Jadakiss
their era.
in that too, because like, come on, bro, like
Yeah.
Gotcha.
this dude he's amazing, bro,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
And like I said, you know, man, I can just imagine, bro. Imagine Biggie and Pac, for that matter, being alive, and we got all these MCs now. Would you? That's a question. Would you? What do you think? How do you think hip hop would be if Biggie and Tupac was still alive? Do you think it would be kind of the same as it is now, or do you think that like?
Yeah, I think that maybe that old guard of you gotta. Could Kanye exist if Tupac was still alive?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
I feel like this though.
Yeah.
Just watching documentaries
Yeah.
You
on.
say yeah?
Yeah, because he started out as a producer and he was already under the wing of
But what I'm saying, like the not Kanye as a artist, what I mean, or like as somebody who contributes to hip hop. I'm talking about the concept, the archetype of Kanye.
Yeah,
When you think about like,
because
I feel like
he pushes, he dares to be
Different.
different, and he's unapologetically himself.
Yeah.
I.e.,
Is
Pac.
that why you're
i.e.
saying that?
Big?
Yeah.
what I'm
Because it
saying,
damn near sounds
yeah,
the same. Now that you
what
say
I'm
that,
saying is
It
like,
kind of sounds the same as Pac though.
well, there's this journalist. He does video essays. FD the signifier, and he talks about this thing called kayfabe. And kayfabe is like an archetype of particularly men. I think it comes from wrestling. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So there's a particular kayfabe in hip hop that came about with the gangster rap. So it's just like, you know, you gotta, like, even me sitting here, like, as much as I'm telling you I want to be like different, I'm dressed a certain way because of the kayfabe that was just undeniable that Tupac made. From the bandana to like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, the way I'm carrying myself,
That
even
persona.
the tattoo culture, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like Tupac like created that wave of like, I'm getting tatted out here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so that kayfabe was so strong when he was alive. Let's say he keeps on going. Let's say he never dies. Does that allow room for Kanye to be the college dropout, sort of like everyman he aight type of vibe? You know what I mean? Like, cause you know, like how, like if we think about this, like the hip hop culture in general, you got Tupac and Kanye at the same party, and we talk about people they choosing, the girls is choosing now. Who they choosing? in the moment.
In the moment, it's probably gonna be Ye because Ye.
In the moment, Ye over Pac
right now
at a
If
party.
right now, if Pac was alive,
No, I'm talking about Pac at his peak.
oh
Oh yeah, he
Peak
definitely choosing
props.
Pac.
yeah,
He like and Kanye, they're in the same room, and like, who's the girl gonna gravitate to? You know what I mean? Like,
he did one with Jada.
And he did poetry. He would have spit some of that shit in their
did
ear.
street poetry.
He'd have been like, "Yeah, baby,
so,
I got
you
you."
know what I mean? Like,
Hit it, get her with it.
and you know how this hip hop shit
Yeah,
goes.
Jada.
It's all based off of what the shorties like anyway. So
Yeah, that's what hip hop's really
if
on.
Tupac was able to just keep on influencing hip hop, are we allowed? Do we allow?
That
This
type of
is
music.
another question I want to ask. Who is the people that give the cosign for people to feel validated in who they support in hip hop? So, like me, right? Sometimes I'll drop a freestyle and until a certain person repost it, it won't get no real burn. Once that's, and I'm not gonna say it's a specific person, but once that certain group of the people that's like that repost it, then that's when it start. You know what I mean? So that's why I say it's important for me to find my people, because I need to find people who don't need validation to fuck with me. You know what I mean? Like, to take it back to the Tupac and Kanye conversation, would the overall acceptance for somebody like Kanye, a college dropout who don't look like he could tell you where you could buy AFI at? Yeah. Like, at that time, he just didn't look like he could tell you where you could get an AFI. You know what I mean? Like, we would have been able to let
he
him
was on
in
state property stabbing niggas up.
would he have made it that far? Would he have made it that far to even, like, would they even have let him rap if Tupac and Biggie was still alive?
You right, like the gatekeepers,
Yeah,
like, that
man.
situation would have been like a no because the culture was on.
Right.
That.
He would have had to probably find a whole different
route.
lane. You know what I mean? Like, and he damn near did with the Talib Kweli situation. Like, he knew he had to hit with the everyman. You know what I mean? That wasn't like a thug and then have like street credibility. He knew he had to hit with them first and try to kind of get their ear, you know what I mean, to get that buzz. Because even though he had the cosign from Jigga, like, I remember I used to tell my dudes, you know what I mean, y'all Rodney, you know what I mean? I used to tell Rodney, you know, Rodney he's that dude, you know what I mean? Like, and he was up on like the real street shit, you know what I mean?
Bro, he had like 4 books and CDs. He used to pull up on bro like, bro, let me get some CDs, man. And Master P, all that.
He
Swear to
said
God.
he had it on deck.
Me and him was like the odd couple. We was best friends, but we
Swear to
never
God.
really thought about the same shit
Swear to
like that.
God.
You know what I mean? And I know when you see me come around, you used to probably be like, why is Rodney with this?
No, bro. I ain't gonna cap, bro. No, I think me and Ro had the wildest friend of them all. Bro came up. He was a Mexican first. Then he turned into an emo / vampire, and then he just disappeared.
Right.
I don't know what happened to dude. Like,
Nigga transcended.
bro, he might have.
I used to
Transcended.
I told Ron, I used to be
bro.
like, yo, Kanye's gonna be the biggest artist of all time. He's the thing I was dick riding so
And I
much.
can see his face when he
Yeah,
said it.
right. You know how Ron do, right? He used to look at me crazy to the point where that circle of friends, they used to call me Lauren Ye. You know what I mean? Because they be like, I was on Kanye's dick so hard. That's what they thought. I was on his dick so hard. I was his number one fan. I was the only one thought he was gonna be dope. You know what I mean? And so what happened? You know what I mean?
dope.
Like, but
Yeah.
would that have happened if the kayfabe that Tupac created was still so prevalent?
Oh, yeah.
And who knows? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I only say that to say about Rodney to say like he couldn't envision somebody like Ye being the biggest rapper in the game. Like, how could Ye be the biggest rapper in the game?
I think it still would have been kind of like an East Coast West Coast thing, bro. I think honestly, I think
The battle still would have been continued.
Yeah, I think he would have been. It would have been sliced down the middle. Like I think Kanye still would have made his stamp, but I did like when people did the comparison, it would have been like, yeah, he's one of the best on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. And you know, Pac, you know, he's one of the best or the best on the West. You know what I'm saying? So I think it would have kind of been like in that type of debate.
No,
You know what I
you
mean?
always you had like your most deaths or your comments and stuff like that. Unfortunately, the way I see it, just being the hip hop historian that I am and seeing it from my eye, I just kind of see Kanye, if Tupac is still alive, just being a conscious rapper
For sure.
and not ever really pop
Yeah.
into the place of being a pop star, rock star. Yeah,
Cause the game changes.
So you
culture.
saying he would have stayed like most Def?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
you.
know what I mean? Like people would have just kind of like grouped
Fuji
him
type
in
of
that
guy.
Yeah.
in that box and would have been like, yeah, we want him to give us the conscious bars. You know what I mean? And he probably would have had like a couple hits. You know what I mean? Like he's a genius, so he would have did his thing. You know what I mean?
So what did he do? I'm sorry.
What's up?
I was just gonna say, well, what did Kanye do that Mos Def didn't do? Because Mos Def is fucking nice.
But the thing about it, you gotta think about it like this: when the labels is when they up there, the thing is the industry transformed into we used to promote the conscious rappers to this sells more, so anyone that comes in the game we're looking to exploit. So exploitation comes to benefit. That's what happened. Exploitation became he benefited off of the exploitation because it's like, geez, sis, yeah, we want to have that in the video. Yeah, we like this song. You know what I'm saying? They in the room like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then they yeah, I mean, they put their spin on it and they know that if we push this to the culture, how they want the culture to feel. So that's the benefit that artists just don't really understand in the beginning, but they find out later.
And you said Common.
Yeah.
You did you say Common?
Mos Def.
Almost
Mos
there.
Def.
Okay, well, just think about this. Like you had a group of MCs like Mos Def and them that was popping. Like, you know what I mean? Like Mos Def was rapping when Tupac was alive and shit. But imagine their renaissance. When did that happen? Like their reemergence.
After he passed.
And then and what else was the catalyst to that? Kanye.
Kanye.
You know what I mean? Like, so do we get that group of
Kanye.
albums that Common dropped or like
Lupe Fiasco.
you know what I mean? Like there was a time when it seemed like Mos Def was on everything. You know what I mean? Like, but he was getting the acting roles. Who was getting the acting roles before
Hell
Mos Def?
yeah, right.
Tupac. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just feel like Tupac was just so inspirational and so influential. I just don't know if we would have been able to get somebody on his level. Like, I don't know. It would have been hard for me to see.
Because I mean,
they
the
say-
high level, he was touching different dynamics that other artists wasn't touching.
They
And he
say
still ain't give a fuck.
they say hip hop
Swear.
originated
crazy.
on the
set
East
with
Coast.
it.
I think Pac created a new scene for the West Coast, and that's why I said that before, because I you know, like I said, if he was still alive, and then, you know, if Kanye would have still been Kanye today, if Pac was still alive, I think so. Only because, like I said, the West Coast, you know, in the early days, they was trying to find their sound and their style.
I don't think that's it, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I don't think that's it,
when
bro.
when KRS-One and all them niggas was still
They had
not
DOC.
that big, but they was still.
They had DOC. They had Ice Cube.
Yeah, they
They
did.
had Easy E.
They had
It was
players.
They
before
had
that,
Rough and Tough with my Afro puff. Bro,
Lady
they,
Rage.
they had a couple people, bro.
and that so them was their hitters for the West, right?
That's a couple of them. Nate Dogg, Corrupt. Bro,
Yeah.
they had a nice line, bro. I ain't gonna cap to you.
For sure.
Who
for
else?
Sure.
Boy, that was with T-Boss. What's his name? Who
Mac
else?
10.
Mac 10, yeah, he was going busy
Who
too
else
back in
on,
the
E40?
Yeah, Chino XL.
Bro, there was a decent amount. It's just we're on the East Coast. That's how I feel about that. So it's like if you're not going over there or know anybody from over there, and then they after that, just like the East Coast transformed, they ended up transforming to a lot of dancing. You're a jerk.
Yeah.
Got my Vans on.
Y'all saw
what I
that
mean?
Kanye documentary?
Yeah.
The 3-part joint?
Yeah.
I just look at how they had that genius and they missed and they still was like,
Diamond in the rock.
That's how it
Diamond
goes.
in the
it's
rock.
just
That's how it goes.
That's how
If
it
you imagine
goes.
if Tupac is still alive,
He'd have been
and
still a
he's
diamond.
influencing hip hop to
He
to
really
keep
would have
up
been in the
that
corner. Kanye
that
would have been in the corner.
that image. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like I feel like it took unfortunately, it took for Tupac to die for people to start to kind of accept more diversity in hip hop. You know what I mean? Less gangster shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And there was obviously a movement before Tupac with like the Jungle Brothers and Tribe Called Quest and Public Enemy.
I feel like
aggressive.
Biggie introduced that shit because P. Diddy got him to do it. He ain't want to do it, but I feel like because like Pac wasn't doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he was. Keep your head up.
No, he was doing real life shit.
Yeah.
He was doing real life shit, but not that
Easy.
commercial. I ain't hear no commercial out of him. I heard
Brenda's
real
Got a
life shit.
Baby?
Yeah, that's real life shit. That's not like no commercial. Like commercials, like we in the club. I ain't never really hear him really talking too much about that. It was like, nigga, I'm about to fuck some shit up. It was like gangster rap, or it was I'm talking about some real life shit. That's why he was like, nigga, I made that Brenda Big nigga some real shit. Cause he wanted the people to know he was a revolutionary type of person. Like that's cause the mentality that his mom and him come from. That's his roots. Biggie, on the other hand, you got him coming out, you know what I'm saying, from New York. He just trying to get some paper. He hustling, and the music hit. And then, you know, you got him making gangster shit because that's what the people want. But when Diddy was like, nah, this is it, man. This is it.
I'm just saying.
Because he kind of knew the future with him.
He was
Like,
making gangster rap over commercial beats.
who?
Biggie. Think about Juicy.
Yeah. But that was like some real ass
Think
club
about
shit.
what he said in the beginning. Fuck all you hoes. That's how it came on. And he started talking about, he said, and fuck the girl that used to live up on top of the street. They used to fucking call the cops on me when I was trying to feed my daughter. Bro, that was not commercial.
But that jam was like for a commercial. I'm going to just say that. In the category,
he tried to make it commercial.
'Cause he
Diddy,
did.
I'll say Diddy tried to make it commercial.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying? But you are right, because the last album he did before he passed, he was in the midst of converting it all over.
Yeah, he was.
I can't remember what that jam's called. It was the jam that was on the movie right before he passed and shit. I think I can't remember who the fuck was on there singing. I can't even remember. I ain't even gonna lie.
What if Tupac had a Twitter?
He would be a wild man.
Oh,
He would be wild.
he would have been a Trump type nigga.
Wow.
They had a banned him a couple times. Fuck y'all niggas. Hey, we know about the motherfuckers.
So he would have came on like he would have had 1,000 tweets about
He was
Faith.
younger though. He was young as
He
hell
would
back
have
in
had
them
1,000
days.
tweets about Faith and a fuck Faith Evans. Oh shit.
Tupac's Twitter would have been the craziest shit of all
But I don't
man.
know. With the
He had no
time,
filter.
Yeah, like you said, he was younger then too.
He was younger then, yeah.
Fast forward, if he's alive today, bro, you gonna have a lot. You gonna have
Say,
a
listen
mature
here, Will. You wouldn't do me like
pop,
Chris Rock,
you know what I'm
nigga.
saying? Yeah.
He died what, 96?
Yeah,
He was young as hell.
When was the first tweet?
like 99 or 2000.
Really? That was the first
Nah, bro, because 2000, I did my research all in the 2005s and 2006s when, like, because, you know, I did the social media shit, so Facebook was like 2005. Twitter was definitely like after that. It was like after that, so he was definitely,
No, you're right. The first tweet was 2006.
yeah, see, yeah.
First
yeah.
tweet
That
was,
was 10 years later.
2006.
Yeah.
So he would have been, what, 34?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. 34 is still,
still a little wild.
Like,
But
yeah.
he might have said some
Wow.
shit. That's what they probably still would have been
Fuck
live.
them Jewish niggas. You like, oh, you wildin', bro.
They're gonna be like,
Yeah.
We need to all go back to Africa. Like, he's wildin'.
Right.
He would have said something
You
crazy,
think he would have
bro.
been able to hold his tongue with all this shit going on
Yeah,
in the
he
world?
wouldn't have
Every
been able
time
to
some
hold
shit
his
popped off in the world, he would be on there going crazy.
y'all voted for Donald Trump, bro. That would have been wild.
Cause you know you gotta think like are there like people that's kind of pock minded? Like think about people that's pock minded that got Twitters. You know what I mean? Like they probably
Yeah.
would have been going crazy on that bitch. You know what I mean? Like I don't really see him using his Twitter like as some type of publicity tool to like
Yeah.
make his image
Nah.
look good or to like do some branding so like get like a branding deal.
Yeah.
He'd be on his Twitter talking crazy
About some shit,
man.
yeah. 'Cause I mean, honest people, yeah, I mean, nowadays they silence them, but he would have been the one they might have just, you know, try to get up out of here. Because usually the ones like that, they know something and they seen it, and it's when they express it is when, like, you could tell, like, even when I watched Nick Cannon, when he said something, he expressed something, and somebody pulled him contracts. It was like, you know what I mean? It was like, and then everything got silent. It was like, oh, you shouldn't have said that on the mic. You know what I'm saying? And every time they do that, I notice they get scared.
I'm glad
because
my man-
everybody about to pull their money out from their rug. It's like, all right, I think that's the scary part because they're
Yeah.
going to pull your livelihood from out of you, you know what I'm saying? But
And that's the thing. That's another reason why I want to find my tribe, because I want to be able to make the music I want to make, and I don't want to have to feel like I gotta placate You know what I mean? Or like, like just, just be some type of commodity. Like I don't want to. I'll always be a commodity if I'm gonna be trying to sell my image and music and stuff like that. But I don't want to feel like I gotta censor myself. And if I'm speaking to myself, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like essentially, then I feel like I'll have more range. But I'm glad bro came back because I wanted to ask, what would make y'all buy music from me? Or not even buy music. What would make y'all buy into my music so that I could sell y'all other shit?
Honestly, you would have to just be yourself, bro.
And the consistency
That's what
just
made-
being out here.
Yeah,
That's mainly how I
what
see
I-
artists is like, if an artist is like real consistent and I keep seeing you like you doing this show, you
Facts.
hear, you
Facts.
networking with these people that I know that's mainly in the city, then I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna see what's up with bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just
What would
like,
make you mention my name if somebody was like, yo, I got something going, I need some artists? What would make you say, oh, Folkland
Visuals.
Los?
visuals.
Visuals, bro. I ain't gonna stop. That's what made me fuck with the baby. We'll talk
Yeah.
about somebody from Pittsburgh. That's what made me fuck with Flatland Izzy. R.I.P. to him, because he was just consistent with his talent. Even the baby, he was consistent with his talent. Every time that I looked up, he had a new video. And this was before he popped, before like he got signed and all that. Baby on baby, way before that. I went over to some shorty's crib and I was on the TV. I'm like, who is this guy? And then ended up listening to him again like a month later, and then actually started tapping in like, oh, he's really hard.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's more so showing yourself as much as you do showing yourself. Like, as long as you keep doing that, bro, that's what's going to get people to really gravitate towards you. It's already you putting the work, but
Snowball effect.
yeah.
How I roll down the hill and all that
real.
snow collect,
And
yeah, get bigger.
consistency of what you already do when you touch the mic, bro. That shit right there, that's me. That always resonates with me because, like I said, bro. I don't even think it was 30 seconds in. I was, nigga.
It took bro
I was
5
in,
seconds.
bro.
It took
We
bro
was
5
zoned
seconds.
in, bro.
It took
Like,
5 seconds to
I was
register. He said,
this man is killing
Wait
the
a
track, bro. Like, yo.
Appreciate that.
And that's like super, super rare. Super rare. That's why I asked you how old you was, bro, because I was like, if you would have said young, I'd have been like,
Yeah, no.
wow. But I mean, you're still young, and to be able to have that type of presence,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Nah,
wow.
I used to feel like self-conscious. Like that's really my biggest issue. Like kryptonite is self-esteem. Like I think that like I have a big stick, but I don't wield it a lot. You know
so
what I mean?
you be beating yourself up with the stick.
You know what I mean? Like,
You're your own
no,
worst
no.
critic, bro.
Yeah.
Even you saying that, though, before we do get out of here,
yeah.
I definitely, Brock always said, need you in the hot seat.
Yeah,
Uh,
how
sure,
about say
For sure, bro. 30 seconds,
30 seconds.
Something light.
you
Yeah.
gotta get a beat for him real quick.
Off the dome.
Off the
You-
dome,
what
or you
want?
want
You
to
want-
I don't be remembering my rap, so I'll probably
Do
give
something
you a
right.
whack
Yeah, it's
a whack verse freestyle. I ain't gonna lie.
You wanna put a beat on?
You want a beat on?
Huh?
We can give you a beat.
Come on, we
If
get
it's
you,
a
get
beat,
you a hot eight
yeah,
bars,
I
you know
could
what I'm
get,
saying?
yeah, I could probably rap some
Let's
shit,
get
but
it.
I'm not really good at
So,
freestyling.
what my man Freeway say? Put a beat on, man.
Put a beat on.
Let's get it going here. All right. Let me see here.
Why
Yes, sir.
Why he getting that in order and shit? For the people that are thinking about doing the things that you do, just as in like trying to actually not just be a regular rapper, not just be a regular lyricist. What advice would you give these people?
Marketing.
You hear that?
Bruh. I always say there's no difference between you and whoever your favorite rapper is, except for marketing. If you don't market your shit, no one will ever see it. Like, and it took me too long to realize that. I'm thinking, man, I'm talented as fuck. These niggas not hit. What the mad rapper said, he said, yo, I got John Blaze shit. The nigga said, Mr. Rack, I got him on my fourth album, B. But the only difference between the fucking mad rapper and Biggie was marketing. Like, you gotta market your shit, and it's so much easier to market yourself than it's ever been. Like,
Facts.
but you gotta put some dollars with it, bro. You gotta take.
Paid
Like my
advertisement.
manager always tell me, like, I got a family, so it'll be hard to do certain things, and I ain't moving away. I'm not moving with bread like that. You know what I mean? So I'm slowly getting to that place. But if you could put literally a minimum of $300 to $500 towards your craft every month, you will you
Go.
will be at least visible. And you don't know how incredible being visible could be because it only take that one thing that people see.
Right.
But the consistent visibility, you know what I mean? Like I was saying, I'm going on this run right now. People don't feel me because they don't see me. It's like I don't see Lowe's. I know he's dope, but he do a splash play here and there, and then he duck. Like I'm trying to be more consistent. You know what I mean? Like as far as that. But if you get with the right team, like they could set up plays for you. Grandma Music Management, they can set up plays for you. You know what I mean? Shameless plug. If you get with the right team, they can set up plays for you. Shout out Dion Dupree, Grandma Music Management. If you just come up with like $400 or $500 a month, like you can stay really visible. You know what I mean? And like it don't take a lot of helicopters and drones and CGI and shit. It just take for you to just
Be out here.
yeah, you know what I mean? But you could be out here on your phone. That's the thing.
Right.
Like you could be on your phone with
Getting
it
busy.
and be behind the scenes with it. You could get a PR person. PR people be working their dick off these days. Really, it costs. But if you get your income tax check and you get 10 bands and you really want to be a rapper, and you find the right PR person and you give them $3,000 for like 3 months, bruh. Like
Telling you.
can
I already
get
know,
crazy.
bro. That's why I said that consistency, because I'm going to let you go in and rap, but there's this young dude I always see on my timeline. I don't even know his name, bro. I just see him on my timeline. It'd be like 10 dudes in the studio, and he just be going in every time, like the same look, and I be like, this is how he got me. Because I'm like, bro, his music's not the most, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? He rapping like a Pooh Shiesty type of person, but I'm like, you got me hooked into your music because the consistency of I'm always seeing the visuals. Like you said, he's always got these visuals when he's in the studio, or he might be in front of some Hellcats with a couple of like, well, he be consistent as hell, like on the timeline. Like
Think about the funny shit that you did, bro. I ain't gonna stop. You need to put some money behind that shit.
Y'all gotta talk to me about how to do it.
Man, hey, talk to this man, bro.
Run them ads on that joint, you be like, that should go up.
Yeah, I don't know. I be dabbling with the ads, but I don't think I'll be putting the right
Information in
You
it.
said the tunnel, huh?
Demographics.
That shit long than a motherfucker. You about to be late, huh? Bro, that shit goes crazy.
I want to
was
ask
done.
y'all because y'all tapped in. Like, did the city really fuck with it?
Yeah.
Like, did you, like not like on the
Bro.
internet, but like, did you bump into
bro.
niggas that was like, you got stopped in Pittsburgh? Like, was niggas saying that shit on the street? Like, did the street fuck with it?
I done seen that shit shared so many times. It was crazy. And to the point, like, I ain't even going cap, bro. If that shit came up on my shit, I just sit there and laugh like, yo, this shit is really hard.
Classic,
because,
bro.
you really made a whole fucking
Song
song.
to
You need to make a video to that shit, bro.
Oh my God.
And
It'll go
do
far.
man some goofy shit, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like, cause that's the shit that sell. Like,
And
funny
share it with Juvie.
Yeah.
You like, bro, what is up?
Cause he'll fuck around, share that shit like this motherfucker funny as hell. huh?
I ain't
he
gonna
cool.
lie, yo. I thought I might have. Did I pass my run? Like I was like, okay, people wasn't fucking with, because they don't really get as many hits as they used to. You know what I mean?
Time.
Yeah, like
But
it
they
kind of
still
like
up and running.
dry.
When I heard that, I kind of thought of you ever heard of Uncle Murder? He does the
Yeah, every year, yeah. He be going in.
Oh, that's my shit, bro.
He'll
That's
go
what
in.
I thought of, but that's dope. Yeah, like they said, bro.
Yeah.
You just definitely put some shit behind that
Yeah,
shit.
man.
Go ahead.
Yeah, talk about it, man. Tell me how to do it.
Yeah, most definitely. But let him go in, bro. You
All
know
right,
how
yeah.
to
Then, like I
got
said,
you.
man, listen.
drop some bars.
This will be alright. This will be a he alright verse.
He said, yeah.
He alright eight.
They start making
This
the
is
merch.
gonna be
Yeah,
this is a
yeah,
kiss beat, so
Okay, let me hear this. What you got? Yeah. Ooh. Is the drop coming soon? Hey. I'm feeling it. Yeah, vibe shit. Try to chill on my super vibe shit. Who am I? It's Folkland Los. Y'all can put up some more than just toast. Oh, do you wanna get ill or just gross? Shine grows, trying to profit some more. Y'all can't fuck with the boy. Y'all can't talk to the boy. Touch the hem of the gum. Oh, nigga, go on. What that bullshit you talking, man? It's getting me and it making me yawn. Yo, I'm on some shit. Hell yeah, I'm doing the North Shore flowing this shit. Hey, yo, this is a he alright verse. I'm the president and the client. Oh, I'm just not trying to hear it or buy it. Flying in a new zone. Oh, y'all can't fuck with the dude. Low set all the tone. Is trying to get some more of the blue guys. I used to flip fries at Popeyes and the KFC. I was a non-compete. I was.
That's dope.
I know what it is. Vibeship TV,
It's a
streaming on all
motherfucking vibe.
platforms. Let's go get it.
Yeah, man.